So a couple of days ago, I was sitting and doing my regular warm-ups. And I noticed a very strange pattern in how I pick. So when I pick down the scale, I pick in a specific way. But when I pick up the scale, it's different. And what I found out after slowing everything down by 100 might actually help you. Can it also help me? Yeah, for sure. What about me? Can it help me? Probably you too. What about me? You're not even using a pick. I don't need this. I'm better. I'm not gonna keep wasting your time. So basically what I found out after slowing down by at least 50% of the speed, that when I pick down the scale from the higher notes down, I start picking from the bottom up. Same thing happens when I play from the bottom part of the scale up. I start playing from down and up. So what happens is, and because I always, well not always, but most of the time play 3 notes per string, what actually happens is up, down, up, which set my position of the pick ready for the next string. It's again up, down, up. So when I play from the bottom part of the scale and up, what I do is the same thing, but because I don't have this flow, it changes. So it looks like this. It's up, down, up, and then I'm not in the current position to continue with the downward. So it's up, down, up. I need to skip the 6th string to hit the 5th string. So it's again up, up, down, up, down, up, down. And now, although I'm in the position to continue with the 4th string, I usually don't do this. I skip the 4th string and then I go up again. So what I'm actually doing, I'm always doing alternative picking. While if I play from the top part of the scale and down, I have this flow of the conservative picking. And at first I thought, wow, I invented something. Imagine how devastated I was when I found out it actually already exists. I just don't really use it. So not only that this actually helps with the flow of picking, it's also kind of the first step of sweep picking, because what you actually do is you always go in one direction. So to mimic how we play sweep picking but with alternative picking, we need to start hitting the strings from a different direction. Instead of up, down, it needs to be down from the up. So it's... And you can already see that the motion is different. I use much more movement to do this. While if I keep with conservative picking, I use way less motion. Now this also helps you with sweep picking down the line, and eventually it also helps you to get to higher speeds. Now, to be able to practice this, there is actually a specific mathematical method. So when you are picking a string an odd number of times, you're continuing the flow. If you're picking the same string an even number of times, you're actually changing directions. Check this out. So this is basically sweep picking when I'm hitting only 1 note per string. So, and now you can see that to be able to change direction, I need to hit the same string once again. So it makes it an even number of times I need to play the same string. So sweep picking. Now if we do an even number of times per string, this is changing the direction. So if I'm gonna try and play only 2 strings, it's gonna be... And to be able to preserve the conservative picking, I need to start the opposite way of the direction I'm going to play with. So in this case, it's going to be up, down. And the fifth string, because I also play an even number of times, or even number of notes per string, it changes the direction back to the sixth string. So it's... Now let's add another string. So in this case, I want to keep the flow down. So I'm going to do 3 on the sixth string, 3 notes on the fifth string, and then 2 notes on the fourth string to change directions back. So it's going to be changing direction. So it's... Now, you can do it with more strings, less strings, that doesn't really matter. What actually matters is the number of times you're going to hit per string. So remember, an odd number of times will continue the flow, an even number of times is going to change the direction. If you want to go through all the strings, we're going to keep an odd number of times per string. So same thing, up. Now, this is not only interesting because of how it works, but it also, if you're already an experienced player and you do want to integrate conservative picking into your playing, you need to start thinking about writing solos a little bit differently. Because usually you'll be just a scale and you're going to... Which fine, it works. But now if you want to keep actually the conservative picking, you need to think about how many times you're going to hit a string before you change directions. So if you're going to play something like this, this actually works fine. So we get a 3, and then we have the position of the pick already for the next string. So 1, 2, 3. We are already in a position for the third string. So, and now if we want to go back, we can of course skip the string, or although this didn't change the solo a lot, but it gave it another note which gave it a little bit more flavor. So just think about this as a method to practice not only conservative picking, but also practice the way how you're writing solos from now on. And this is actually really, really interesting, because the more you practice this, the faster you get, the better you get, and it's just a little bit tip to help you write solos in a little bit different way. Hope it helped you. If you already knew about this, leave a comment and let me know if there's anything else that I might have missed. If you didn't know, put a like, it's free.